judging this year?
No. Break, you know, but they've got to like sticky and Nick, yeah. I'd like to say what we should be doing anyway, so I thought we might as well. Sorry. Help me pinch.
It's round about now is normally my nap time too. Brendan?
Hey, Brian, how are you, mate? How's things?
Alright, can we get teams to the benches, please? For the introduction. The Wollongong Rollers would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the Dharawal country and recognise their continued connection to the land in which we meet and pay respect to elders past and present. Welcome everyone to the Snake Pit National Wheelchair Basketball League. The Just Better Care Rollerhawks taking on the Red Dust Healers. Please welcome to the court the Red Dust Healers at number 1, Ricky Cox. 2, Jeremy Tyndall. 5, Lockie Dalton. 7, Ken Downey. 8, Bill Turner. 9, Ryan Morris. 11, Oscar Magua. 12, Campbell Matthews. 13, Peter Owens. 29, Sabri Bethany. 43, Matcha. Head coach Nick Morris. Assistant coaches Pablo Gilbert, Bill Turner. And team manager Anita Jeffries. Please welcome the Red Dust Healers. Now, the Wollongong Rollerhawks, led out by number 1, RGK's Sean Russell. And 2, Sutton Habitat, Kingston Haller. And 3, 1 takedown, Colin Smith. 4, RGK wheelchairs, Nick Scott. 5, Paul Gully MPs, Darren Hayes. 6, his boy Elroy, Thomas Klein. And 8, Unimax, Johnny Brown. 10, RGK's Stephen Elliott. 12, Suffolk Fish, Jared Emily. 13, Potter's Contracting, Luke Copel. And 45, Southern Habitat, Jordy Ruiz. Head coach, Brett Stiffners. Assistant, Nick Taylor, Reece Brown. Their manager, James Williams. Make some noise for the Wollongong Rollerhawks.
Swap out. At 2. So we'll go in at 2.
Please welcome the referees for this afternoon's match, Ian Lemay, Brad Lynch and Adam McIntyre. Starting 5 for the Red Dot Healers, Jeremy Tindall, Kane Downey, Ryan Morridge, Campbell Message and Sabri Benzeni. Starting 5 for Just Better Care, Wollongong Rollerhawks, Nick Scott, John Brown, Stephen Elliott, Luke Popel and Johnny Ruiz.
Could you come up to the camera for a second? Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Could you just come up to the camera for a second, if possible? Listen, I've got audio of the game, and it sounds fine, but I'm not picking up the commentary through the mics. Both mics are on. They're on automatic settings. Everything seems fine through the camera, but I don't hear their voices, I just hear the game. Yeah, they've started, so I'm just shooting with audio. Yeah, I'll just keep rolling. Yep.
Ryan March. Checking in for all hosts, Jared Ebony. possession with the Roller Hawks. Offensive foul, Garrett Ebony. First personal foul. Foul on Junkie Brown. First personal. Foul's on, separate 15. First personal. Roll-off foul, Stephen Elliott. First personal.
Well, no choice from the def set that he was copping from Bizzetti to make sure he made that call.
That's it.
He's got the ball again here. He's got Morrich on his right, Tyndall on his left. Doesn't use either of them. Looks to take his own shot, does so. Can't make that. Morrich with the offensive boards. Out to Downey. Downey now takes his time, takes a shot. A little off to the left on that one, and Brown's going to watch it go out of bounds. So the Healers are still getting their shots. They're just not dropping like they were at the start. Or are you seeing it slightly different here?
Yeah, no, absolutely, Tim. They're getting some good looks there. Bizzetti showed some fantastic chair skill to get in here with ball handling and chair. Wriggled his hips, squared himself up, had a good look. Came down. He also had a look there, but yeah, they've sort of gone a little bit cold. They had their 6 points fairly early on, but haven't scored since then.
As Downey grabs another rebound, pushes it forward. Bizzetti now. Doesn't take long for him to get up the court and cause problems. Great pass there to Tyndall, and he's able to connect on the two.
Getting in the last couple of minutes of the quarter here, Tim. Yesterday's first quarter was 22-12, so much higher scoring. Today's been a real defensive grind, as we can see.
And so Popel finds Ruiz. Out to Brown again. He lines up the shot and connects. They'll be feeling good after that one.
Couple of buckets there, maybe something I said brought those on, I'm not sure. I seem to jinx it, but...
Oh, now he's got the steal. He's off. Pushes forward. He's got Emily in front of him. Doesn't use him. Finds Popel out in the wing. Takes a three. And it connects. That's a big shot from Luke Popel. So Bizzetti now looking to see what they can do. Doesn't wait. Pushes the ball through the pressure of the Rollhawks. He's looking to create. Interesting dribbling style he's got as he scoops it up.
3 second call there. Tim seemed to be
sitting in the screen too long. Maybe it was a spectacular play by Bezzetti to get in the key. Give a little bit of chair contact, still got the finger roll, but one of his teammates had been deemed to be in the key for too long.
So Pope will now bring the ball up the court. Minute 35 left on the clock. Rollhawks lead by 4 now. Ruiz to Brown. He's looking to see what's in front of him. Settles it down. Back to Ruiz. He's got message in front of him. Finds Popel in the corner. Into Elliott. He tries to scoop it up. Can't connect. Downey now with the rebound. Doesn't want to push. Now he does. Getting up the court. Tyndall in front of him and then a whole bunch of Rollhawks. So he kicks it back to Message. Message looks to take the shot himself. Doesn't. Passes it to Morich, who connects on a nice little layup.
Defense sagged very low then. Let Campbell have a look, and that's what set it up, really. The D just went way too low to start with on that defensive play there, Tim.
He's saying it's a veteran move that time. As Jonty Brown inside again from a nice pass from Jordy Ruiz. Those two have created a nice little connection throughout this year so far. And obviously coming into the finals, they want to see that build on a little bit more. So Bezzetti back to Tyndall. He goes through, can't connect. Bezzetti with another rebound, misses, gets his own board, and flicks it back up for 2.
Yeah, no box out there. Sure, Coach Stevens will have something to say about that at quarter time, which is coming up soon.
You reckon that'll be on the agenda for the topics, Will?
Yeah, it could be as we get into the last play here, Tim. They'll nearly have the whole shot clock if they choose to, but they're going to get a shot up here from, fouled.
Well, Stephen Elliott really wasn't sure about what he was going to do, get the shot up. Decides to go straight up, and Morris just collects him on the arm. That's his second foul. We haven't seen a sub from the Healers yet. Interesting, we haven't seen Lockie Dalton come on yet either, which I was a bit surprised by.
Yeah, that's right. Timmy's just been selected in the Australian team to go overseas. They leave on Monday to Germany, I believe Cologne, and also to Italy. So, yeah, very surprised he hasn't seen any time in the first quarter. Hopefully we will see him next quarter.
Yeah, Elliott makes the first there. I wonder if it's a size thing. As Elliott misses that one. So Bezzetti now with another board, pushes forward. He's got Morich. 8 seconds left on the clock. Morich looks to go to work. Gets it down there. Tyndall. Tyndall takes a shot, and he connects. Oh, nice shot to finish off the quarter. Brings it back down to a 1-point game. The Rollhawks lead 15-14. How'd you see that first half, Brendan? First quarter. Let's not go too fast. How was the first quarter?
Well, that was entertaining. I mean, it started off a bit slow. We saw Red Dust break out. I think it was 6-0 or something like that. Rollerhorse came back. Then we talked about neither team being able to score and very low. I think it was 7-6 or something one stage with only a couple of minutes to go. So, I mean, it opened up at the end there, and now we've got 1-point game, 15-14. So both teams seem to have found a little bit of rhythm and a little bit of flow. Yeah, definitely a very different picture to last night's game where the Rollerhawks were up 22-12 on field, or 22-11, I think, perhaps. So, yeah, Red Dust have come to play. I think we mentioned that a couple of times in the first quarter. They've got really intense about what they're doing. You can see they're really aggressive. We talked about some of the chair contact they're making, making the refs make the call or not make the call, whichever way that may be. But, yeah, we're in for a really entertaining game here today. It's been a great first quarter.
Yeah, and just going through the leaders for the game so far. For the Rollhawks, Jonty Brown's got 9 points. Stephen Elliott's got 3, and Luke Popel's got 3. For the Healers, we have Bezzetti, Morich, and Tyndall all with 4 points each. Rebound leaders, Popel leading the way with 3 rebounds for the Rollhawks. Brown and Ruiz with 2 each. For the Healers, Bezzetti, who's been great on the board so far, already up to 6 rebounds. And then, again, we got Downey and Tyndall there. Downey with 3, Tyndall with 2. And our assist leaders, Jordy Ruiz, 4 assists already in that first quarter. His intent was to get his teammates going through his passing. So that's been really good. Bezzetti and Morich with 2 each for the Healers. Have a look at the statistics as far as the shooting goes.
Hey, mate, how you going?
And just as we called earlier, a bit of a change for the Healers.
The change that we've been calling for the whole first quarter, I would say there, Tim. Just because he's in earshot, we'll say.
You told me that as soon as Lockie comes on, something's going to happen.
We're expecting big things, eh?
He's saying he might shoot a 3, so we're expecting a 3 in his first minute.
Let's see. Kick it in, get it back, put it up. Yeah, is that the play?
He didn't say he was going to make it. He said he's going to shoot it.
Shoot it. Oh, sorry.
So
And
back
there he goes,
underway.
Tim.
There he is. No, he gives it up. Tyndall now with the ball. He gets it up. Banks it, doesn't make it. Rua's now pushing. We've got Sean Russell on the court as well, and Colin Smith for the first action. And then we got Phil Turner as well out there with Lockie Dalton coming in.
That's that cross-court pass, Tim, that we talked about. The Rollerhawks are really fond of that, trying to move the defence back and forth, but on that occasion, it just didn't hit the target. It is a long pass and can be hard to take sometimes, but they're persisting with it.
Bezzetti now, he lines up the shot. Colin Smith trying to get the hand up to disrupt him. Doesn't take it. Lockie Dalton, he's got 20 seconds to get that three up. Downey now with the ball. He's looking. Dalton's at the top of the key, waiting for the ball. Bezzetti, reverse scoop, can't connect. Colin Smith to forward. Russell kicks it across the Ruas. Dalton cuts him off. He's got a bit of support to both sides. Kicks it to Colin Smith. He lines up the shot, misses it. Sean Russell, big boards. He's going to go have another one, but he's been hacked on the attempt. Didn't count on the fourth one because he was fouled on the second attempt there.
Well, that's Sean the Hustle Russell's go. Like he's so crafty. He gets himself under the basket there on that occasion. Got the rebound. Was putting his shot back up and deemed to be fouled on that shot. So he gets two at the line.
As a coach, you like the effort to get the boards, or you're frustrated he's missing the first shot?
Well, you're
as
right.
He makes a free throw.
There's a bit both there, isn't there? I mean, it'd be nice to make the first layup type shot. It wasn't a hard shot, but if you're not going to make that, the next best option is to get that offensive board and have another crack.
And misses that one, and you can tell you weren't fond of that. As Lockie Dalton gets a pass from Bezzetti. Oh, and well, something happened. It wasn't in the first minute. It was in the first minute 10. He didn't like the no call. I won't repeat what he said, but Lockie Dalton picked up the tech after his comments towards the ref. Looked like there was a little bit of contact from where I was, but Rules is now going to go to the line, take the free throw. Doesn't connect. The old saying, ball don't lie, maybe. I don't know. And it's going to be a Rollerhawks ball back in the backcourt here. So probably not the start that Lockie wanted when he came on the court, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, a bit of frustration coming out there. Perhaps been sitting for the first quarter, got his chance. Wasn't happy with his own shot, perhaps. I don't know, but definitely some frustration came out. But I mean, at the end, they missed the free throw, so no damage really, other than a foul to himself, and I'm sure he'll go on from here.
The Rollerhawks have left a few points at the line already on the free throws. I think they've missed 3 so far. I could be wrong. Maybe it's 4. As Ruiz takes the shot, banks it home. As a coach, and I know for me as a coach, that was one of the things I hated, missing free throws. There's a reason why they're called free. You got to make them, right?
Layups and free throws, you're right, and free throws, 3 points. Yep.
And how would Coach Stevens be feeling about this right now? As Bezzetti makes it for his front.
Great chair skill there from Bezzetti again. He's getting himself into the over the top. I think the Rollerhawks are sagging in defence, perhaps giving space at the top, so that's something they'll need to keep an eye on.
So Ruiz now getting to work. Back to Brown, into Russell. Nice little passing, unable to connect. Bezzetti with another rebound. I think that's his 8th so far. He's going to push up the court. As we said earlier, it doesn't take him long to get down the court. He's got Lockie on his left. Uses him. Nice little bounce pass. Misses that shot. Jonty Brown the rebound. And Lockie Dalton's going to pick up his 2nd foul here. And we've got the first timeout for the Wollongong Rollerhawks. So 18-16 here. Rollerhawks lead by 2. 7 minutes 54 left to go in the second quarter. Watching the game, you think the Rollerhawks are all over it right now, but the Healers aren't letting them get away, are they?
No, that's right. It's him on the scoreboard. It's only a 2-point game. I think, what's that been, 1-0 to the Rollerhawks so far this quarter, so the scoring's scored up again. We seem to be going in sort of runs, if you like, or where we started slow in the first quarter, things got going later, but the first couple of minutes, obviously Coach Stibner's got a little bit more to talk about, perhaps reinforce what they talked about at quarter time there, and looking to get a little bit more fluency in their offense. Although I think, did Geordie perhaps did hit a bank shot, didn't he, early on as well? So perhaps there was 3 points. Is that my maths is probably bad there, Tim? I'm not sure.
That's okay.
On the run here, sorry.
I wasn't going to criticise you for getting 2 and 3, 1 and 3 wrong. I just called it 2, so we're both there. But
it's been a slow start, I think, is what we're trying to say. So, perhaps Roller Hawks will call a timeout just a couple of minutes in to see if they can work on some more things there with the combination they've got on the floor. Looks like they've kept the same combination coming back out too, Tim. So, give them another chance at it and run what they're looking to run.
Yeah, and we talked about this last time that we were together for a game, how for the Roller Hawks, they were about to go on that trip to Perth, where I think they went 2-1, didn't they, over there? But they weren't sending as many players. They didn't have as many players available for that trip. Tonight, they don't have Tristan Knowles. Now, we know Tristan does a lot for this team as Sean Russell brings the ball up the court. Do you reckon that could be part of the reason why we've got such a low-scoring game to start this? As Brown takes a 3, doesn't make. I'll come back to you in a second. Healers are pushing here through Dalton. He's got support. No one's going to cut him off except for Brown, who just got across there. Ruiz comes through. Tyndall now inside to Turner, but Russell gets his long arms up. He releases Ruiz. He's got Colin Smith on his far left. Doesn't get there. Brown in the middle. He'll find him. Connects the ball, controls the ball, and makes 2 as he falls out of his chair. So, no Tristan Knowles, who's so important to his team. Do you reckon that's a good thing for the team, or is that something that might set them back a little bit?
Yeah, well, you could look at that either way there, Tim. I mean, Tristan's a big part of the team. Scores lots of points, assists, rebounds. He really fills the stat sheet and has for a long time. But on the other hand, it gives these other players opportunity now to play without Tristan, because who knows what might happen in a game in the finals. He might be injured, he might have foul trouble, anything could happen. So, these sorts of games are opportunities. And the Roller Hawks are deep. They've got a lot of great players, as we can see across the bench. They've got a lot of good combinations. So, on one hand, they will miss Tristan. On the other hand, they should have enough firepower, I think, to cover it.
As we just saw, 2 points from Jeremy Tyndall there, as John C. Brown with it. And, of course, Brown takes that shot, misses. But Zeddy with another rebound. He's up to 9 boards, and Colin Smith's going to pick up that foul. You're right, the Roller Hawks are deep, aren't they? I mean, we're sitting here, we've got Pope on the bench, we've got Thomas Quine on the bench, and Jared Emeny just coming in. They've got some good quality players. Yeah,
I mean, the first 2 you mentioned are also in the Australian team, going overseas on Monday. We've got Jared, who's played in the Australian under-23 team. And when you've got those players on the bench, definitely a very deep squad with the Roller Hawks this year.
So Tristan's also on that plane, isn't he?
Yes.
And Lockie Dalton, is he going? Or?
Yes, Lockie as well. So there's 4 players from the Roller Hawks and 2 players from Red Dust. So as we look at the 2 teams here today, we've got 6 or half of the Australian team going away on Monday.
As we saw Dalton miss that 3, Ruiz just rolls his way into the free throw line.
Should have shot that one, Tim, don't you think?
That's too unselfish, that one. Just a little bit too unselfish.
He was wide open. He had Sean Russell under the basket for the rebound. Too unselfish, perhaps.
Now, that's a situation where I would pull that player off and have a chat to him, and look what's happened. No, he lets him go. Popel checks in there for Ruiz, gives him a break. Well-deserved break too. He does do a lot out there as well.
And that's a straight swap from the classification point of view. They're both 2.5 players, so easy for Coach Stibbness is to slot the 2 in for each other.
An offensive foul called here on Phil Turner. Referee decides that John T. Brown was able to get across. Now, I'm not, as we've said many times, I'm not an expert at wheelchair basketball. I'm loving learning. I thought that Turner was a little bit hard done by on that one, but the referees have a better angle of it than I do. So
yeah, covering the path, Tim, and time and distance and space, time and space to stop. So it was deemed that he slammed into. So he covered his path and he hit the chair too hard, I guess. But yeah, again, we'll leave that to the referees to call.
As Popel misses that free throw, that 3-point attempt. So it sounds like I figured out why you're not a referee. You've got to be a mathematician at the same time.
There's an element of that in it too, Tim. Yeah, I'm sure it's not an easy gig, but there's no game without them, and we appreciate everything the referees do.
And you're telling me about something really interesting for the game, about last night's game.
Yeah, Tim, I noticed on the score sheet from last night there was a family of referees. All the Flanagans got Annette and Mark and their son Liam made up the complete referee crew last night, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's a world first, Tim.
Well, you heard it here first. World first last night here.
Until someone tells us differently.
No, we're going to roll with it. As Popel picks up the foul
Fantastic
there.
to see, though, the three Flanagans all refereeing together in a National League game, wheelchair at the Shell Harbour Stadium last night.
And what an awesome moment for the family. So well done to them, and and well done to the WBA for being able to be there.
Shout out to the Flanagans. They've been involved with wheelchair basketball for a long time, and great supporters and referees within the league.
And of course, the league wouldn't be here without supporters, whether it be volunteers, whether it be financial, whether it be just members of the clubs. As we see Kane Downey make another two.
The shake of the head there from Stibners after that defensive breakdown gave that layup. We'll see what adjustments he might make here soon.
Oh, nice pass there from Jonty Brown to find Heathen Halak for his first 2 points today. So we saw him in the 3x3 earlier today, which the Rollhawks won by 1. Yeah,
the rookie's getting a run in the second quarter, which is great to see. Stibners getting through. Also, Ethan, I think I've mentioned previously, came from a different suburb in Sydney. I should correct, he comes from Greystanes in Sydney. I've been informed, so I just want to set the record straight there.
As Jonty Brown looks to bring it up the court, finds Popel out in the wing. He's looking there, but Zeddy, active hands, doesn't he? Trying to bring up Angie, and Jared Emney's now being called for an offensive foul.
You can see that Jared didn't have position as the defender was coming across, didn't have his chair even stationary, really, so pretty easy call for the referee there.
Just watching that battle between Downey and Klein there. As Downey was trying to keep Klein back in the backcourt, unable to do so. So Bedzetti now with the ball for the Healers. Finds Tyndall into the elbow. Inside, he's got Downey, sorry. I was just watching because he had Klein reaching over my mouth. I couldn't get the names out, both Kane Downey and Thomas Klein was just tying me up.
It was good D there. They put the pressure on him. He was stuck in the paint. He had to do something.
As Popel looks inside, finds Brown again. He's raining buckets as the rain's stopping outside. So another 2 points for Jonty Brown. 24-20. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the first half. So Jonty Brown now up to 13 points and 4 rebounds and 3 assists. As Bedzetti lines up the shot. Can't connect, a little bit short. There's the 5th rebound. Popel's now release. Encouragement and push him, and we've got an unsportsmanlike call on Bedzetti. Luke's just handed you the ball, mate.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants you to become a ref.
Perhaps he does, I'm not sure, yeah. But anyway, it's okay. It's all good. That's a Rollerhawks ball, unsportsmanlike. So what are we going to get? Some shots for that? Yeah, Jonty's on the line.
So, yeah, Jonty's going to go to the line and shoot too. No?
Unsportsmanlike, any player can shoot?
I was under the impression it had to be the player that was fouled.
That's what I would have thought too, Tim, but the referees know what they're doing.
So he makes a second.
Shooter's roll.
The question has just come up from Lockie Dalton. Why is he shooting? Now, isn't that a technical foul if the wrong person shoots the free throws?
I'm not sure what they'll do there. Whether they'll just cancel them and have the correct player shoot, or whether they'll just cancel the points. I'm not sure what they'll do here. They're cancelling the points. And they're giving the ball to Red Dust, aren't they? Because the wrong player shot the free throws.
And so, because of the wrong player taking the shot...
No comment from Luke Popel there.
So, yeah, because the wrong player took the free throws, the call's been overturned. Not overturned, but the ruling is now that they lose that benefit, the advantage of that foul, of the unsportsmanlike foul, and it's going to be a Healers ball.
Exactly right. Have you ever seen that before, Tim?
Yeah, but I thought it was a threat. So
probably
I'm kind of glad it's not.
We asked ourselves the question, didn't he, as it was going on. It didn't make sense to us either. No. So
as a coach, though, you want to get your best free throw shooters at the line.
You do, and maybe you hope that no one notices.
That's
but on
right,
that occasion, somebody noticed. Yeah.
So Dalton now with the ball. He takes that three.
That's the three he promised us, Tim. It's a few minutes later than expected, but he got one up.
I thought he was just on a high after getting that call right before. Popel now is going to line this one up. Doesn't take the shot, kicks it across. He's got Brown. Klein comes across to help release him, doesn't. And good hands there from Bezzetti. It's going to be a Rollerhawks ball.
It's still a real grind here, Tim. 24-20 compared to yesterday. I keep harking back to yesterday's game, which blew out. But Red Dust have, again, really challenging the Roller Hawks here. We've got a timeout.
Yeah, and 11 seconds left on the shot clock here. Surprised that the Healers would have called a timeout because 3 minutes 30, it's short shot clock. It's not really a short one, is it? It's an in-between shot clock. So do you go for a quick shot? Do you go try and run one of your sets and get the first option? At least now the Roller Hawks have got a chance to draw something else up and come out and get a good offensive set out of here. Yeah,
I agree. It's given the Roller Hawks a chance to come out. Yeah, perhaps they called the timeout earlier and now was the first opportunity became available. So it sort of has just come up now fortuitously perhaps for the Roller Hawks. But we'll see what they can run out of this and whether Red Dust come out with pressure on that as well defensively.
Like I said, it's an interesting game so far. Roller Hawks up by 4. There's stages where it looks like they're up by 20 out there, but then there are stages when they look like they're chasing and they're behind. So it's hard to just really get a good feel for it, and I'm sure that's why the players are feeling out there right now.
Yeah, again, just sort of mentioned it earlier as well, just around the physicality and the energy coming from Red Dust. Really challenging the Roller Hawks, taking it to them, making them earn every point, as we can see on the scoreboard. We've got this last 11-second play now from the Roller Hawks, and we'll see if the Red Dust can stop that and then continue on the way they have been for the last few minutes of this quarter.
So Popel kicks it into Brown. Pass a little long, but Brown gets his arms out there and collects it. Back to Popel. Bezzetti with the great hands. He's off. Good luck catching him. Scoops it around his back. Goes up for the layup, and he's been hammered by Popel, who questions it. Makes the layup. They're counting it, and it's going to be one shot.
Yeah, player driving to the basket like that and being hit on the side, that's usually going to be called a defensive foul. You've really, again, we talked about covering the path earlier. Luke was only sort of slightly behind, really, so pretty easy call, really, for the ref. You like to think that you've got to hold your lane, but the offensive player will have advantage in that situation.
Bezzetti now lines up the free throw, takes it, misses, gets his own rebound because he's got every other rebound tonight. Looking to see where he's waiting for his troops to come down. Gets it out to Dalton. Dalton now looking to move it. Turner takes a shot. Misses. Rebound by Brown. He's looking to go ahead. Klein on his left. Halleck on his right. Finds Popel now. Looks to take shot. Doesn't. Uses Klein and bounces off Bezzetti's head.
A bit of low chair contact there that wasn't called by the refs, which I think put him off the catch. But again, that's the physicality coming through from Red Dust. And you play until the whistle. So well done to them.
So, Downey to Dalton. Dalton, cross to Turner. To Tyndall, takes a shot, and he connects again.
We've seen that before in this game, Tim, don't you think? On this weak side, the Roller Hawks aren't jumping, leaving the shot open. They're definitely jumping on the others, on the strong side.
And we got an offensive foul.
Again, talking about covering paths, it was plain to see there. There's a lot of good examples in this game of covering the path and not covering the path, and that was fantastic by the defensive player from Red Dust there.
So Coach Stivner is making a bit of a subs here. We've Ruiz come back in, Halleck coming out. So he was with the ball. Dalton now looking to see what he can do. Takes around top, back to Bezzetti. Bezzetti guiding his troops, fake pass across to Dalton, finds Tyndall again, takes the same shot, and the same result. Hey, the Healers are back in front, 26-24. We've got 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the first half.
Great to see, the Red Dust are playing fantastic basketball here, going back to what works. You keep going to the well and milk it till it's dry.
So Brown, speaking about going to the well, Brown inside, this time can't make it. Turner with the rebound, Bezzetti with the ball. This won't take long to get up the court. Here he goes. Tyndall in front, Downey with him as well. Good contact there from Klein. Finds Dalton though and can't make it. Klein grabs a rebound, releases Ruiz. He's on the break. Popel ahead of him. Brown coming up for his support. And everyone else is back down there now as well. So it's back to a 5-on-5. Big collision down low.
Yeah, Jonty fighting for position under the basket there. Deemed to be pushed out of his chair by, I believe it was Kane Downey.
Yeah, good call. Called on Downey. That's his first foul. It's in the bonus as the crowd behind us are making sure the referees are aware of. And Jonty's going to go to the line for 2. Hey, interesting one here. He was only taking 1 free throw this game. as Brown misses that one.
Does that mean the Rollerhawks aren't playing hard enough defence?
That's a question
That you could interpret it that way?
I would ask a coach.
Put them on the line, make them earn their points rather than perhaps.
And, as Brown makes that one, the Rollerhawks are now 4 of 9 from the free throw line. So not shooting the ball overly well. Not much better from the three-point line. 1 of 6, actually a lot worse. As we see here, Bezzetti now with the ball, lines himself up at the free throw line, getting some practice in, misses that one. Popel with a rebound. Out to Brown. Brown now looking to see who's there. Back to Popel. Bezzetti cuts him off. Popel goes to find Ruiz, but Bezzetti knocks it out of bounds. Hey, the Red Dust Healers come with a support crew, don't they? Make them some noise over there behind the crowd, behind the bench.
They sure do. They're up and about, making noise, supporting their team. I mean, there's a decent crowd here. Come in early. The NBL 1 game after this is a curtain raiser, Tim, so there's a decent crowd for the Rollerhawks.
Don't worry about it. This is the main event, mate. As we got a 3-second call, after a great effort there from Jared Emily to keep the ball alive, he's been pinged for being stuck in there. One thing I have noticed about these two teams is I reckon they're two of the most inked teams in the competition, aren't they?
Perhaps they are. I mean,
Bezzetti, and he makes it. Some great control there from Bezzetti. Caught the pass, took the contact, made the shot, and he's off to the line for another free throw.
Oh, look, world-class wheelchair basketball we're seeing here, Tim. He's obviously the import from Italy on the Italian national team. He's showing the skill that he's got here today, really leading the team. But, you've got to say he's ably supported as well. And, they've, learnt from yesterday. They've changed their game. They've come out much more aggressive, and it's showing on the scoreboard. So, full credit to Red Dust.
As Bezzetti makes a free throw, there's now a 29-25, 4-point lead to the Healers. 45 seconds left to go in this first half. Ruiz looking to see what's up. Dalton's just sticking right with him. He gets past him, though. Turner comes out for help. Now Bezzetti. Popel now left open on the wing. Went to look inside. Good hands from Bezzetti, but Brown, lucky recipient, makes it 2.
Who gets that assist, Tim? The passer. I'm going to say the Rollerhawks passer. It was just a deflection.
I reckon they won't give it
no possession, but it was probably luck. There was a bit of luck there in the deflection went straight to Chauncey.
Bezzetti's doing enough out there. Give him an assist on it as well.
Fair enough.
Tyndall now with the ball. Scoops it across Bezzetti. Oh, couldn't get it. Rollerhawks with the last shot of the half. He's got Popel ahead. He reaches, gets it, scoops it, makes it, and that'll do us for the first half. It's saying the scores are tied 29-all. I kind of think it's 28-29. Well, I'm not sure. Whatever it is, it's a close first half. How do you see it, Brendan?
Well, hey, I mean, very close, very low scoring now. As we've seen, we've had some runs of scoring, but they're mostly a defensive grind. If it's 30, around about 30 all at half time, we're going to have a 60-point game, which is very low in National League standards. We've seen lots of controversy in some ways. We've had, I think, 2 unsportsmanlike fouls called, which is, again, fairly rare, but I think that's just an example of these teams going at it. Wheelchair basketball is a very competitive sport. There's no beg your pardons, there's no excuse me's. Once the teams cross that line, it's full on and they're at each other. And I think this is a great example of that here today, Tim. But hey, compared to last night, I came here thinking it was going to be an easy game for the Rollerhawks, but the first half has shown that it's going to be anything but. So they're going to have to come out in the second half, really play well to take this game.
Well, just having a quick look. The stats are now updated. It's 29-29. We'll be back in about 8 minutes' time to bring you all the action of the second half. All right, welcome back here to the Snake Pit for this WBA NWBL final round with this clash between the Just Better Care Wollongong Rollerhawks and the Red Dust Healers. My name's Tim Fez. Joining with me is Brendan Dowler. Brendan, an interesting first half.
It sure was, Tim. Was very eventful. We talked about the end of the first half there. There were a couple of unsportsmanlike fouls. We had the wrong player take free throws. We had all sorts of ups and downs and ebbs and flows in that first half. And we ended up with a tied-up scoreline at half-time, which I think would be a surprise, given the standings and the form coming into the game. The Rollerhawks won last night's game quite easy. So here we go, second half. Strap in. Let's see how we go.
Just run through some of the leaders from the first half. Jonty Brown led the way for the Rollerhawks, 16 points. We had Luke Pope with 5, Stephen Elliott with 3 for the Red Dust Healers. Sabri Bedzetti, 11 points. Jeremy Tyndall with 10 and Kane Downey with 4. Rebound leaders, Bedzetti there again. Downey and Tyndall, 10, 4 and 2, respectively.
Chauncey's just said he's going to lead off with a 3-point shot from the inbound. They call this Albury.
Well, someone should do something after one of these calls because we haven't had it happen yet.
As we are, he's asking for it back. He wanted it back. He wanted it back.
Ruiz now finds Brown back inside. Missed shot there. Was it from Popel? Gets his own rebound back to Brown. He misses a shot. Back to the first half again as Bezzetti gets the rebound, but Ruiz picks it off.
Great court vision there from Geordie, the Spanish import for Rollerhawks.
There's that cross-court pass as Brown found Popel, who found Klein inside. We got a foul called on Jeremy Tyndall. So just having a quick look at finishing up with those rebound leaders from the first half for the Rollerhawks was 6 for Brown, 5 for Popel, 3 for Ruiz, and the assist leaders, the same names again there. Ruiz with 5, Brown with 4, Popel with 3. For the Healers, we had Sabri Betsy with 3, Dalton with 2, and Moritz with 2. As Klein misses the first attempt. Realistically, didn't even have to look up the way they've been shooting free throws tonight. It hasn't been great.
Leaving a lot of points on the line, Tim, and at the end of the game, they might come to rue that.
Makes a second.
Less than convincing, but it went in.
Hey, it doesn't matter how it goes in as long as it goes in.
They all look the same on the scoreboard.
So, Rollerhawks now 1-point lead. Moritz now, great pass. That was a bullet pass into Bezzetti. Can't connect. Pope with another rebound. Releases Ruiz. Ruiz decides not to take on Bezzetti. We've seen how quick he is in the chair. Ruiz now looking, lines up a shot. Tyndall comes at him. You've got to respect it. Popel, he's got Campbell Message in front of him. The ageist Campbell Message, as we've been told we have to call him. Ruiz back to Popel. He's going to line this shot up. Doesn't take it. Finds Brown. Down in front of him, takes a shot, connects it on the shot clock buzzer.
Patient offense there was really good to see. They didn't try and force it in. Ended up with a mid-range shot at the end that they were able to convert on, and Rollerhawks have started this third quarter quite strong.
So Moritz, Tyndall couldn't handle it that time. Grabs it back to Moritz, not looking to shoot. Bezzetti to Message, wheels back to Moritz. Ruiz all over him. Active hands from Ruiz. The hook shot almost goes. Jonty Brown gets the rebound. Out to Popel. The Rollerhawks looking more aggressive this half to start it anyway. Almost a collision there between the referee and Jonty Brown. And Klein makes it 2 on a nice pass from Luke Popel.
Great transition basketball there, Tim. We could see the Rollerhawks all working together up the floor, and Tom converted nicely at the end.
So Bezzetti now with the ball, takes the screen off Tyndall, wraps the ball around his back, looking to go to work. Emily doing a great job of sticking with him. And we've got Campbell Message out of his chair, so smart play there from Bezzetti to make the referee alert the referee to that and get the out-of-bounds play.
Yeah, that's one of the rules. The player holding the ball offensively can call for a stop in the play if one of his teammates is out of his chair. Bezzetti
back to Tyndall, takes a shot, can't connect. Klein with the rebound, looking for help, doesn't have it. Pushing the ball up the court. Rollerhawks on the break here. Have the numbers. Nice inside ball there to Popel. And we've got a foul called. Foul called on number 12, the ageless Campbell Message.
Bit of chair contact there coming from Cam. Surprising. He's one of the cleanest players I know, Tim.
Never fouled before?
No, never at all. He told me he's going to listen to this back, so I had to say all nice things about him. So there's one for you, Cam.
So we've got a Roll Hawks ball, or what we got? We're over.
Shooting foul, is it, Tim?
Yeah, it looks like it. I think there was a little bit of confusion about that. The only one that wasn't confused was Popel, who was at the line already waiting for the ball. And he makes it first. I'm going to go out on a limb here. He's going to make the second too.
Okay.
He'll be the first one tonight to make both.
I won't say anything. I won't jinx him at all, Tim. Let's just see how he goes.
Convincingly.
You called it,
Convincingly.
Tim. Well, you called it. You got the result. Have you got the lotto numbers?
Oh, mate, I wish I did. There'll be a new stadium somewhere, I can tell you that much. As we see Morris now with the ball. It's a message. Looks to use the screen from Bizzetti. Takes a shot. Can't connect. Brown now. He didn't want to take that shot from the look of it. Did, though. Ruiz. He's going to take the shot this time. No hesitation. Doesn't connect. Bizzetti now with a rebound. That's number 12 for him tonight so far, or today. Excuse me, he's so used to nighttime games. This one coming early, and then he makes the shot.
Yeah, the Roller Hawks have been really extending on their defence, but not on that occasion, Tim. He was able to roll easily onto the elbow and take a nice balanced shot, and, yeah, nothing but net.
Talk to us about this here. We've got the Roller Hawks, we've got Klein, we had Brown. Trying to trap Message here in the backcourt. Is that
trying to backpick, Tim. Yeah, it's all about numbers, as you know, trying to create that advantage, and cut to the basket with a 5-on-4, and someone's got to be open in that situation. On this time, Campbell's been able to recover, but it's definitely a strategy and a tactic by teams.
Oh, what a great pass from Jonty Brown to Luke Popel for the left-handed finish.
And perhaps it came from that back pick where, defensively they were scrambling because they were one out and didn't quite get themselves set up, which then ultimately let Luke roll to the basket for a layup.
So the Roll Hawks set up here in their defence, and the Healers coming through. See Morridge now, back to Tyndall. Message. It looked to find a pass out Morridge inside, and they would connect it through. So as a coach, do you identify certain players that you want to set that back pick on, or do you just take any advantage you can?
Yeah, you could possibly, and you might take someone who's a little bit slower and perhaps doesn't have as much chair agility, if you like, to back pick, or it might just be if there's an opportunity to back pick someone and we'll run out of that.
As we saw, Tyndall couldn't connect. Morris got the rebound. Couldn't connect on that one. Downey with another rebound. He's come out of his chair. They're calling a jump ball because I guess the ball was in the air. And it's going to be a Healers ball. Yeah,
referee's call there. The player was on the ground, deemed to be in danger, so the refs just called a stop to play so he doesn't get injured, doesn't get run over or hit in any way, and, it just goes with the possession arrow.
It looked like a violent act there from Thomas Klein as he grabbed the chair and ripped it down, but I think it was more just to help get the wheels on the side and allow Downey to get on his front to pop back up.
Just helping you get up the right way, yeah.
So Bezzetti now lines up the shot, takes the shot, and makes the shot.
So again, no extended defence here. I mean, the Rollhawks have been coming out. The last few players have dropped off him, and he's made them pay. So, Red Dust is staying in this.
Brown now whips the ball across the Ruiz. He's looking to go to work. Got Tyndall saying in front, screen from Klein. Open him up, but Brown there with Message in front of him. Can't connect over the great defense from Message. There's one for you. As Bezzetti now comes away, look to pass up. Down he gets it. A heavy defense. Looks like we're going to the line for two. As Popel picks up the foul. That's his. I'm just waiting to see the single here. Fourth. So Downey's out to the line.
Yeah, needs to be careful now, Luke. They definitely need him out on the court. So, 4 fouls. I didn't notice that sort of snuck up on him a little bit, and that was, could call that one a soft sort of foul. He was, trying to defend, was rolling sort of into the player, wasn't, but the player was in the act of shooting, so I guess, referees protect the shooter, don't they? So, he's on 4, he's going to be careful.
So Downey misses the first, can't connect on the second, and Klein with a rebound. So looking for some help, he's got Popel. It's 3-on-3 here if they want to push. They don't. Ruiz Looking to go to work. Klein comes across in support, rolls to the ring, doesn't get the ball.
There's a pick at the top there that no one's taking, Tim. I don't know if you saw it there. Keeping Johnsy, probably the most potent scorer of the Rollerhawks out of the game. But the Rollerhawks didn't notice that, and everyone just kept their head down. So
Bezzetti now with the ball. Oh, the great no-look pass. Finds Downey, makes it 2. And it's only a 2-point game. Rollerhawks lead 38-36. We've got 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Just when you think that the Rollerhawks are starting to push away, the Healers are just picking them back up.
Red Dust playing fantastic here. Look, jumping out on defence there, making them really work for their points.
And Popel gets his another 2 points for him.
Off a nice little pick and roll. That's more like it from the Rollerhawks.
Luke put up a nice little stat line at the moment. 9 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. But like we said, those 4 fouls might come into play. Oh, nice little move from Tyndall. And a nice reverse layup.
Basket for basket here at the moment. It's a very entertaining game, end to end. Great advertisement for the sport of wheelchair basketball.
Oh, great game to be watching. As John T. Brown now looks to get moving. He's got Popel. Popel lines up the shot, doesn't take it. Back to Brown. Tyndall comes out. Ruiz now going to use Klein. Nice shot. Not lucky roll, shooter's roll.
The rings at the Snake Pit have got a reputation to be shooters' rings, haven't they, Tim? And I think we're seeing some of that here tonight. Some shooters' roll, definitely.
Oh, mate, this is a great shooter's gym in the Snake Pit. I've never been a shooter, so I'm not too sure what that means. But as we see, the Healers here message now with the ball. Oh, nice pass inside to Morridge. He's going to take a shot. Through 2 sets of hands, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound and gets it 2.
Wouldn't be happy with that one, Tim. I mean, an easy box out, let the player just roll in and get the layup. I'd call that a coach killer.
I don't know if you noticed, I didn't speak while you were reacting to that to try and get a honest reaction straight away. As Ruiz can't make it 3. Bezzetti with his 1,600th rebound for the game kicks it out to Tyndall. He's off. No one trying to stop him. Inside to Bezzetti. Oh, big collision. No call. Healers couldn't handle the pass, and it's going to be a Rollerhawks ball.
Red Dust really pushed in transition there. Unfortunately, the last pass just didn't stick, but you can see the aggression coming in through their play at both ends of the court, really, but evidence there on that offensive play.
Brown looks to one this 3, doesn't take it, goes to go inside. Keeps working his way through, can't connect. The long arms of Klein gets his 6th rebound for the game, and then his 5th point.
Another score off an offensive board there, so both teams giving up the offensive rebounds and the opposition making the most.
Thomas Klein really does hit the boards hard, doesn't he? 12 minutes, 6 rebounds. He does a great job of it as Bezzetti lines up the 3. A little short on that one.
I think the door might be open. Did he hit the last one, but that one, or the fan's spinning too fast?
The fans they turn the fan up.
Yeah.
But, Bezzetti hasn't had a break yet either, so, fatigue does play a little bit of a part, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does. You're using your arms for everything when you're playing wheelchair basketball. You're pushing and shooting with the same limbs, not like able-bodied, where you sort of, you're getting up and down the court with your legs, and then you go arms, to shoot. All right, that's an intercept.
Nice steal. Morris now on the break. He's got support on the left if he wants it. Nice little pass into Downey, and he makes 2. It's back to a 2-point game, 44-42. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Popel now pushing ahead. Pace is really picking up. Ruiz goes through, doesn't get used. He's behind him. Pass over to John T. Brown. Great pass. Brown makes it 2. And it kind of stables the ship for the Rollerhawks.
Getting an early basket on that one. They really pushed it up in transition again. Caught the defense not quite set. I think there was one trailing through, so the Rollerhawks were able to convert.
Morris to Tyndall. Defense out there from Popel. Comes out. Tyndall has been shooting the ball well. Bezzetti now, he takes a shot from the free throw line, doesn't make it. Brown and Ruiz fight for the rebound. Ruiz says, that's mine. Pushes forward, uses Brown now. They've got their numbers as they kept Bezzetti back. Brown, where it goes a kick across to Ruiz. A great hands from Bezzetti. Ruiz now, double team there. Popel open at the top. Shot clock winding down. Ruiz makes a free third shot. I was trying to figure out who's the shot clock counter downer.
That's Steve Elliott. That's a trademark of Steve's. Once it hits 10, you'll hear Steve Elliott on the Rollerhawks bench letting everyone know.
I think everyone hears him. Oh, here we go. They're keeping Klein back. Great play to keep back if you're the Healers. But missed shot from Tyndall. Popel with a rebound. Now Klein's ahead. He wants a mismatch. Ruiz doesn't kick it to him, but Zeddy's now back. Messi just picked up Ruiz. Great scrambling defense from the Healers. Popel through the middle of the key. Can't get the ball to Brown. Gets it to Klein instead. Takes a shot. Can't connect. Being fouled though from Bezzetti.
That was frantic. Tim, I don't know about you, but you were doing all the talking.
That's why I stopped to take a breath.
So we get a stopping play there. Shooting foul. I think it was a push on the chair underneath as he was shooting. Disadvantage. So Klein's at the line now for 2. Looks like some subs over there.
Yeah, but
on Red
Zeddy's having a
Dust.
break.
That's his first break for the game.
Yeah. Speaking of frantic, like obviously Klein, Popel just come back from the 3x3.
Yes, that's right, Tim. The Australian Wombats, I believe the team's called. There's the men's and women's from Australian 3x3, both qualified, I think, for the held in South Africa just last week. Last weekend, I think, was the final. They've just both come back. The women, I believe, Tim, secured a bronze medal.
Yeah, secured a bronze. I saw that, so that was great. Obviously, Hannah Dodd normally with the Roller Hawks, with the women's league today, so unavailable.
Yeah, and the men, I believe, finished 5th.
Fifth place finish,
Portugal, I think, in that 5th, 6th playoff.
As you know, after Popel makes 2, everyone thinks they can make 2. Big collision there from Turner and Klein. Morris now with the ball, pushing through. 8-point Roller Hawk lead. This won't be the last shot, though, quarter. We'll see what the Healers can do. Downey inside. Makes a shot. Bench calling for the foul. Wasn't coming. 6-point Roller Hawk lead. 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Sure, this will be the last shot. Downey's down. Tyndall comes out to Ruiz. Can't connect on the shot. Popel rebound and makes it 2 on the buzzer. So there we are at the end of the third quarter. The Just Better Care Wollongong Roller Hawks lead 52-44 as both teams go. The Healers not too happy about some of the calls or no calls that are probably going on down there.
Yeah, Nick Morris, coach of the Healers here. Usually it's Brad Ness, the Australian coach, but Nick Morris played for the Australian rollers at the Atlanta Paralympics and won a gold medal in '96. That was, and he also played for the Australian team and the rollers at the Sydney Paralympics as well. So knowledge and a great history that Nick has in the game, and it's great to have him involved with the league and take over the coaching for the Red Dust Healers here this weekend.
Have you ever had a referee run away from a chat with you laughing like we just saw?
That's right, I didn't see the laugh. No, I'm not sure, but perhaps they
So just having a quick look at this. Roll Hawks currently shooting 43% from the field compared to the Healers 38%. 3-point percentage. Sorry, Brendan's just had a little bit of technical difficulties. So if you missing out on his voice, I didn't pull the cord. So as we can see, free throw shooting hasn't been great from both sides. Roll Hawks are now starting to lift back up. We've seen Popel and then Klein both make 2 from 2. They're at 60%, 25% from the Healers. These are opportunities, like we said, that both teams want to make sure of. The rebound battle, the Roller Hawks are ahead, 36-29. And the assist count, you're making more shots, you're probably getting a few more assists, 19-15. The leaders for the game so far, Bezzetti leading the way for the Healers, 16 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists. For the Roller Hawks, that's the other team that's playing today, just in case we forgot. Jonty Brown, 20 points, Popel 11, Luke Popel with 9 rebounds, Jonty Brown only with 8. A little bit more work to do from him.
I believe Jonty's going to open with a 3 this quarter. The play's called Aubrey. He kicks it in, he gets it back, he shoots the 3.
He does have 6 assists to lead us to be second in that one as we get back underway. Well, look, as we said, we are in a fortunate position here to be so close and talk to the players when they're out of bounds. As Brown finds Popel, who tried to find Elliott, couldn't, but Zeddy with the hands, he's got the ball.
Gee, that could have been called a foul on another day, perhaps, Tim. Luke driving to the basket.
Maybe that conversation from the coach to the referee helped then. So Dalton now with the ball. He owes us a 3, takes a 3, doesn't make the 3.
It's that fan again, having its impact on the shooters.
So Brown now inbounds. Brown inbounds the ball. Referee's also passing comments on the shooting there. No, I'm joking. Just on the fans, I believe. As Ruiz now with the ball. Double team there. Great hands from Downey. Yes. And a late call.
Brenda foul.
The foul out of bounds. Coach Sibner's asking for 2 shots there. And so out of bounds here for the Roll Hawks. 14 seconds on the shot clock. See what they run. So Brown now pops out, gets the ball. Elliott coming up, set a pick for him to get him open. Popel now takes the shot. And he can't find the basket. Is that 3 air balls on 3-pointer attempts that we've seen recently?
Just thinking that, Tim. Yeah. I think, might want to put the cue in the rack for the 3-pointers for a little while and just run some offense. I think there's probably a bit more to be gained out of that one there. Kick the ball around a bit, but maybe Luke didn't see anything else, so took the shot. We'll see how we go now.
We just saw a 3-quarter court around the back pass from Bezzetti to Dalton. Bezzetti now with the ball, lines up the shot, has plenty of time, takes shot, can't connect. Dalton got his hand into it, taps the ball off Stephen Elliott, and it's going to be out of bounds, and the Heelers ball.
But we talk about the shooting, though, Tim, and the arms, up and down the court, you do lose your arms a little bit, and so perhaps we're seeing some of that factor in here in the fourth quarter. We need to get. Here's another shot up by Dalton, and it drops.
He banks it home. And let's not forget, it's a little bit undifferent. It's a little different this game time for these teams. Normally, this game we played at 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m., where they'd have a bit of rest, probably about 24 hours rest. They'd had 20 hours rest before this game. So, the fatigue from last night might still be there. But Zeddy, with another steal, looks to push up the court. Settles it down now. He's got Tyndall on the right, uses him. He takes a shot. Doesn't connect. Popel, another rebound. Looking to push the ball. He finds Brown. He's got Ruiz in front of him. Popel on the right. Ruiz now. Brown. Kicks it across to Ruiz. In the corner. Gets the shot up. And gets a good roll. Looking for the contact. A wave of a hand. Probably lucky he doesn't get a warning there. Probably lucky he doesn't speak English there.
Perhaps the referee couldn't understand
Tyndall now with the ball. I don't know if he does speak English or not. I'm sure he speaks Spanish if he's got to
he certainly does,
speak to the referees.
Maybe he said that in Spanish and the ref didn't quite catch it. Got away with it.
And apologies to Jordy Ruiz for suggesting he might not speak English then. My apologies. As Brown now with the ball. Looking to get going. Still only an 8-point Roll Hawks lead. Brown to Popel. Shot clock winding down. Haven't heard Stephen Elliott because he's on the court. And Ruiz misses a shot. But Zeddy, rebound number 15, has Dalton going. Dalton, nice little fake pass. Takes shot, couldn't take it. Tyndall with the rebound. Hands from Jared Emeny. Gets a blocked shot. We're calling it that anyway. And then scrambles for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball.
Offensive rebound from the shortest player on the court there, Tim. I mean, shout out to Jeremy Tyndall for achieving that, but you've got to ask the question, how is he getting in there and getting that offensive board? The taller Roller Horse players have got to do their job. But, that's allowing the Red Dust to stay in the game. More possessions, more shots. The Roller Hawks have pushed out a little bit now. We've got an 8-point game from tied up at half-time. So they pulled out a little bit into this fourth quarter now.
Just watching the dynamic on the Roll Hawks bench there. Coach Stibner is obviously rounding up the troops. Assistant coaches Reese Brown and Nick Taylor. Very different styles. I saw Reese just having an animated discussion with his brother Jonty, whereas Nick's just sitting back having a chat with Tristan Knowles, and now with Reese. Probably talking tactics, but some great basketball minds on that bench, aren't they? Right now.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of experience there. I mean, a lot of those players you just mentioned have been to Paralympic level, played international, won a number of National League titles as well. So, in that bench there's a lot of wisdom to be imparted, and Stibner's has got the whiteboard out, and they're looking to run something here.
Very modest, mate. A lot of those players probably learnt from you too. So,
no, I don't think so.
Don't say.
No.
I've always got to try and embarrass you once every broadcast. That's the rules. But you're right, like those guys have been in the system for a long time. They know not just the team, the players. They've just been around, aren't they? And like I've said to you before, Nick is just a great basketball mind, whether it be wheelchair, able-bodied. He's just an asset to the region and our basketballers. As back underway, Dalton now with the ball, lines up, takes a shot, and front rim doesn't get it. Ruiz with the rebound. He's releasing Jonty Brown here. Not much in front of him, so he's going to take it, slow it down even. And Ruiz, words are failing me at the minute. Ruiz now looking to get creative. Stephen Elliott rolls to the hoop. Good pass, but Zeddy rebounds. Said that enough tonight. As he pushes through, nice control of his chair. Still going, nice pass. Tyndall couldn't connect. Fight for the rebound with Downey and Tyndall. Downey gets it, and he makes another two.
Just let him get way too deep there, Tim. In transition, they got right under the basket, just kept backing off. Ultimately, I think, missed the first shot, got the offensive board again.
The contact between Dalton and Ruiz coming down the court. They're really going after it, aren't they? The Healers aren't going to go away from this game. They want this. As Ruiz now with the ball. We've got a foul here on Philip Turner, I believe. And it is. That's his second personal foul. So second team foul for the quarter as well. Still a 6-point lead for the Rollerhawks as they look to go to work from out of bounds. 5 minutes 50 to go in this game. And like we said before, an important one for the Healers if they want to stay alive in finals contention. Popel with the ball. Back to Ruiz. Dalton meets him. Pass went astray, but came off a Healer. And it's got 5 seconds on the clock. Probably, I'd say, just under that. And it's going to be a Rollerhawks ball. Look and see what they got. Popel trying to break to the hoop. Can't. Emily looking to release him. Shot went up. Couldn't connect. Rebound by Downey. Pass went astray. Brown gets the ball. Lines up, takes a shot, makes it 2. And it's back out to an 8-point lead.
Yeah, Red Dust to be disappointed with that. Cheap, easy basket there. At a crucial time of the game. Pushes it back out to 8 points.
So Bezzetti, Tyndall and Dalton. Dalton looks to take shot, doesn't. Tyndall now, he'll look to take this one. It's been a spot all night. And he connects off the glass again for another 2.
Still not jumping at the Rollerhawks. They're quite happy to sit back. Let the Red Dust take that sort of mid-range shot.
Tyndall shot the ball really well tonight. Pretty impressive with not just that, just the way he's played. As Popel now, a little one-handed Todd Blanchfield-like, who we'll see the next game. Shot there from Luke Popel.
Bit of a floater, you would say, except he wasn't floating. But similar.
So Tyndall to Downey. Downey a little bit long. Brown with the rebound. Ruiz now. Looked like he was going to set it up, but then he pushed. But Popel now with the ball. Back to Ruiz. Dalton all over him. He got away from it. Great help defense there from Downey. Back to Popel. Takes a 3. Can't connect. Bezzetti with another rebound, surprisingly. Whipped it up to Tyndall. And another 2.
That was some great play there. The long-range pass, the 2-on-1, executed by the Red Dust. They're hanging in. They're staying in this game. By no means are they going away.
Well, it's a great pass when you hear the crowd from behind us. It's going, ooh, and the great pass. And a great shot from Geordie Ruiz as we see a timeout here to the Red Dust Healers. And we're going to see a substitution as well for the Rollerhawks. So, of course, we talked about the sponsors for the Rollerhawks. Obviously, main sponsor being Just Better Care. But the WBA is proudly supported by the Beluga Foundation and grateful for the support of them and their other sponsors that make this league happen. So we said there's a lot of travel going on, teams going everywhere, players going everywhere. So it's been fantastic to see this league grow from strength to strength, hasn't it?
Oh, it absolutely is, Tim. The last couple of years, the organisations you just mentioned come on board. The WBA has been formed, by a number of really dedicated people who put a lot of effort in, and we can see the results now of that coming through. But it's crucial for wheelchair basketball that there's a strong league locally in Australia to provide this level of competition. And as you said, it does cost money to travel around the country and play against the best players and put your skills against the best players. But that gives all these people an opportunity, these athletes an opportunity then to go on with their sporting career path, whether that be the Paralympics or wherever. I
know a couple of sponsors locally that support the Rollerhawks who think that this is their most important one and they get the most out because, it's just the way these guys go and the way they play. I reckon that they've won over so many new fans this afternoon, being this curtain raiser here as we're back underway with Bezzetti. He's going to line up the shot, take the shot, can't make the shot. Ruiz with the rebound. He's going to push. Pace is picking up again. Don't know if my voice will seek with it. Ruiz though with the ball. Downey, great job by him, but then he lets him go, and Tyndall was able to come across. A little bit of battle for the rebound, kicks it out to Dalton. He's on a break. Great job by Ruiz to get in front of him. Bezzetti, though, has been left open. Not the guy you want to see open, is he, for the Roller Hawks? Dalton now, cross to Turner, takes his time, takes a shot, misses. Brown with the rebound.
Probably not the best option there from Red Dust. They were sort of semi-patient. They did kick it around, but there might have been a little bit more in that offence to try and get the Roller Hawks out of position. But Roller Hawks on the go here now. Yeah,
Popel now with the ball at the free throw line. Looks to take that shot, doesn't. Ruiz now looks, takes it. He's been hit, and he's going to go to the line for two.
It'll be interesting to see the mentality of the teams now coming into the last 3 minutes, Tim. Red Dust are down 8. What sort of play are they looking to play? They're going to look for early shots or the 3. What stage will they perhaps start to foul to try and get possessions? All that sort of mind games, I guess you could call it, comes into play at this stage of the game when it's fairly tight. That's it is here.
As Ruiz makes the first one, so extends the lead out to 9 points. Connects on the second one, so it's out to a 10-point win. I think this is the biggest lead of the game so far, or definitely for the Roller Hawks. As Bezzetti now with the ball, lines up another 3, can't connect. Klein with another rebound.
Perhaps that answers our question. There was no hesitation in lining up the 3 there. As soon as he was open, he took it. So, Red Dust are trying to peg back some of this lead.
Well, they want this game, like we said, they want to win one to take away that point differential, don't they? If they can take that out of the equation, their odds, well, they don't have to have it in there. They're in the 4th spot. Right now, if results go Roller Hawks' way in this game and the next, they're going to be battling out for a point differential to see who's 4th and 5th. So Dalton now works his way through, gets a shot up, makes a shot, but doesn't count. So, first foul on Ruiz there.
Oh, he's done well. Play all game. Only 1 foul. Has he been playing defence since him?
Hey, I don't question that.
I'm just joking.
As Dalton works his way in. Can't connect. Ruiz now back to Brown. Looking to go. A bit of pressure from the healers that we haven't seen before. Ruiz to Popel. Popel lines it up. Can't go through. Turner blocks him off. Dalton stops Brown there. Popel missed the shot. He had Emily wide open on the inside. If he had lobbed it in there, couldn't do it, wouldn't do it. As Dalton pushes the ball up the court. See what he does. He finds Tyndall. Nice reverse layup. And it's back to an 8-point game.
No one wanted to stop the ball in that transition, Tim. I think you could hear the bench from the Roller Hawks screaming, stop the ball. But he went all but coast to coast and a nice offload for an easy layup. Red Dust is still in this.
Red Dust defense is putting a bit of pressure on. We haven't really seen too much of that this game. Oh, nice job by Klein. Got his way through. It looks like he's been fouled by Downey, I assume. Turner's been called for the foul. So that's his 3rd personal. Probably lucky it wasn't Downey. I think he's had a few. And Klein's going to find his way back to the free throw line. That's a 4th team foul on the Healers, so which isn't a bad thing for them in this situation. Minute 40 left, down by 8. They're going to foul a few times to try and get these free throws up.
No, you're right, Tim. They don't want to stop the clock, so it's not a bad outcome. And especially, if the Roller Hawks can miss, I don't know what their percentage is at the moment, but it hasn't been great, I don't think, today. So that's perhaps what Red Dust will be looking to do more of.
Well, Roller Hawks currently 11 from 18 from the free throw line. So it hasn't been great.
60%, something like that. So
he's missed that one too. So Bezzetti with another rebound. Bezzetti now 18 rebounds, 16 points. He's got the ball, pushing through. Found it to Tyndall. He didn't find the shot. Got fouled though, and then spun around 752 times.
Yeah, and got him out of jail, really. You know, the defence fouled him. They've stopped the clock, which is in Red Dust's favour. You know, Rollerhawks want the clock to keep going, obviously, so that, you know, they want to end this game, get it over with and done with. They've got the lead. They want to wrap that up, but they've played into Red Dust's hands by committing that foul and putting him to the line.
So, misses the first, but he shot the ball real well. I expect Jeremy to make this one. Minute 30 left, plenty of time on the clock. There it is, makes that one. 7-point game. Rollhawks ball. This defense, we see it back up still. Ruiz now with the ball, pushing ahead. Klein calling for it, wants it, doesn't get it. Ruiz holds it up. Klein comes across to help him. Pass inbound to Brown. Brown now pulls it back out, looking to use the clock of the Rollhawks here. Popel takes a shot, misses. But Zeddy couldn't handle the ball. Popel gets it, slows it back down. Ruiz now has the ball. No rush here from the Rollerhawks. Interested to see if the Heels are going to foul. They don't. Won't want to foul now, that's for sure. Klein now inside, makes a 2 on the shot clock buzzer and puts them back up to a 9-point lead.
You'd have to say that was the perfect offense from the Rollerhawks' perspective. Exactly what they wanted to do. Ran the clock down, finished with a layup.
Dalton for 3. Oh, misses that one. Klein with another rebound. Expect that could be the last roll of the dice for the Healers here. Popel here with the ball. Has Klein inside. Great no-good pass. I'm sure Luke will be telling him about missing that highlight reel. Nice little tap ahead there from Dalton to himself. Back to Zeddy. Expect him to take a shot here. It's got to be quick. Tyndall takes it. 2 misses. Ruiz with the rebound. Dare say that could do it.
I think it does. Still is winding the clock down now.
Yeah, he holds it up, pulls it back. But what a great game. Like we said, Rollhawks really took control in this last quarter and a half, I would give them. But a fantastic game. Great effort from the Healers. I dare say tomorrow's game, where it's a must-win, is going to be a must-watch game of basketball, don't you?
Oh, absolutely, Tim. And that was a much closer game than we expected when we came here today. You know, after last night's result, Red Dust, as you said, were in this, till the end, actually. But the Rollerhawks only built a little bit of a lead late in the third, I think it was, and sort of held it through the fourth. But it was by no means an easy feat for the Rollerhawks to get the win here over Red Dust. And, I'm sure the Red Dust will come out fighting again tomorrow to keep their season alive.
It's interesting. We talked about free throws being the big difference in this game early on. And the Healers left 9 points on the ball from the free throw line. So while you don't expect them to make every single one, that's an opportunity that they're going to look at and think that that's what might have, cost them from putting that extra bit of pressure on. But look, both teams are back at it tomorrow. A great game today from both Jonty Brown, Luke Popel, Geordie Ruiz, all 3 of those guys, as well as Zeddy from the Healers. So look, can't wait for tomorrow. As we said before, for this final round of the WBA action, or NWBL action, I've been Tim Fairs. Brendan Dower, thanks so much for joining me and throughout the season. It's been amazing to have you here, and I hope we get to do it again.
Thank you, Tim. It's been a great season, and on to the finals.
It sounds great. Awesome, mate. Thanks so much, and have a great night.
Thanks, mate. Good on you.